Hi, Dave here, and in this article I want to extend on the last issue where I took you into the child themes and went through those. In this one I want to show you what you can do with the function PHP file when you create one in a child theme folder. Now, the function PHP is essentially the main core file that contains all the major core functions, I guess I could say, that make your theme work. Okay, so in order to achieve some really amazing changes and functionality within a WordPress site, you really need to get some understanding of the function PHP, because once you get your head around it and you understand what it can do and how to use it, you can do some really amazing things with the customization of your WordPress site. You know, way beyond what you can do with, say, editing the style sheet. So what I want to do is first show you where the function PHP file resides. So currently I'm just in the core files of a local installation here of WordPress, and the way you find that particular file is you go into your WP content folder, double click that, go into your themes, and if you have a look at I've actually using the if you remember the last session I did this, I'm using the 2012 theme, and with that theme I created the 2012 child theme. So if you go into the actual theme, the parent theme, you'll see all these main core sort of files here, template files as well, and in amongst all these is the functions PHP file. So I'm just going to go ahead and open that, and I'm just viewing this in an application called Text Wrangler. It helps me. I prefer to use this type of editor when playing with code. You can view it in just a standard text editor like Notepad, and you'll be able to view this information just as well. It just won't have the line numbers down the left hand column here. So when you first open up the function PHP file, it will kind of sort of blow your mind a little bit if it's the first time you've ever opened it. It looks very complicated, but however, if you're using a theme that's just really developed by a member of the WordPress team, or a premium theme, for example, you'll see that as you go through the file, that the file it's very well documented. Okay, so if you actually take the time to go through it and read all the information about each function, it explains what it does, what it's for. Okay, so it's very well documented, so it's easier to find your way through a file, a function PHP file, when it's coded like this. It's beautifully done, and well, as beautiful as code can look, and it has all the information, nice comments here telling you exactly what the functions do, and this is exactly what you want your function PHP file to look like. So in order to create a function PHP child theme file, you quite simply need to open a text editor like this and create a completely new file and save it as the function PHP file, but within the child theme. So I'll just go and show you how we do that now. So I'm just going to go File, New. So first of all, we need to add the PHP delineators in here. So I'll just go like that. Question mark PHP. Question mark close. And just go up and go File. I need to save this file, and I want to save it into my child theme folder with the other files. So you need to locate that folder. Now remember, you've got to go to Themes and then select the child theme folder there, and then essentially I am going to save this as functions.php. And there you have it. Now I've got a new function PHP file that resides in the child theme folder. If I have a quick look over into there, so what I'll do is I'll go into the child theme folder there, and you'll see that I've got that functions PHP in there now. Now currently it's completely blank, so what I need to do is just add a little bit more information. I'm going to put a comment in here just telling us what this actual file is. I'll call it the functions file for child of close that off. So I have to do this in three separate parts. Now the first bit is really have to add the menu to the existing menu function in this PHP file. And then second, what I need to do is add the menu to the template file, which in this case will be the footer PHP file. And then once I've done that, I just need to fix up the styling so that the way it looks in the actual theme suits or matches the existing theme styles. So first of all, I'm going to pop over to the function PHP file in the parent folder just to have a look at how this code will look. And if I scroll down up to here, I'm just going to look for in line 63 here, you'll see that this theme uses the WP nav menu, and this is how I would write the code to register the navigation menu. So what I'm going to do is cheat a little bit, is simply copy this. Okay, so now I've copied that function out of the parent function PHP. I'm going to go over here and register a new function. So I'm going to call this function child theme underscore setup. Yes. And within this function, I'm going to add, paste that code in. That is the function for registering the new navigation menu. Oh, hang on, I just left a space there. So now what I'm going to do is just change a little bit of the code here. I'm going to change this from primary to secondary. And of course I need to change the menu name. So I'm going to change it from a primary menu to footer, because that's what I wanted to do. I want to create a footer menu. And of course I'm using the 2012 parent theme, so I'll leave that as it is right there. Okay, so now with that done, what I now need to do is, in order for this function to run, I actually have to create an action which will trigger it, I guess is the word to use, which will trigger it to run. So in order to see how that's done, I'll go back to the parent PHP file, and I just need to find, which is just down here, add an action. So see on line 78, it's got add action. because this is how to insert an action, and it calls for a function. So I'm going to quite simply cheat again and just copy that. So now I'm going to switch back to the child function PHP file, and I'll just pop this action in under here. Paste that in there. Now, of course, what I'm going to need to do is change the function name that it's calling to the one I've just created up here. Otherwise, it's not going to work. So basically, this is adding an action that after the setup of theme, I want it to call this function here. So I'm just going to simply copy it and paste it in here. Okay, so now I've done that, I'm just going to save that